A political and security crisis has spiraled out of control in Haiti since the killing of President Jovenel Moïse 4 years ago. There's no elected government or parliament in the country. Gangs continue to expand their hold of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and elsewhere, leaving death and destruction. Last April, a transitional presidential council was set up to lead Haiti towards elections. It appointed Carrie Conil as interim prime minister. But on Monday, the same council fired him and installed Alix Didier Filemé, a businessman who promises to hold elections as soon as possible.
We will work towards social cohesion, a necessary condition for the restoration of the state and the holding of inclusive, transparent, and democratic elections. Only this will grant the state legitimate and constitutional authority.
But on the streets of the capital, gangs seem to be the only authority, fighting the police and Kenyan forces sent in by the United Nations to help restore security. The United Nations mission is underfunded and outgunned. The UN says it's concerned.
The Secretary General appeals to all member states to sustain and increase their security support for Haiti, including through multinational security support mission, ensuring that it receives the financial support it needs to successfully implement its mandate and expand deployment and operations.
On Monday, the gangs came close to the airport in Port-au-Prince. A Spirit Airlines plane from the US was riddled with bullets while midair. The flight had to be diverted to the Dominican Republic. Gangs say they expect to be part of the negotiations to pacify the country.
Neither the old PM and the new one. They don't do anything for Haiti. They're in power, but nobody voted for them. If they want to change Haiti, they will sit down with us to negotiate.
But for now, it seems unlikely. Constant battles have displaced hundreds of thousands of people, and almost 4,000 people have been killed this year. A crisis that for now has no end in sight.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I'm B-Boy. Remember, if it's the first time you're coming across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Okay guys, in today's clip we want to talk about the current situation in Haiti. We all know that the Haitians have sworn in the new PM, and as the new PM was being sworn in, the gangs went to the airport and they shot at a flight that was coming from US. And the gangs have come out and they have said that whether there is a new PM or the old PM, they don't want them. They just want this PM to negotiate with them so that at least they can able to stabilize the economy of the country. Kindly have a look at this clip and then we'll come back for more discussion.
2 US-based flights have been hit by gunfire in Haiti. First, a Spirit Airlines flight was hit while trying to land in the capital of Port-au-Prince yesterday. Then, a bullet hole was found in a JetBlue aircraft which had just left the city. The flights were suspended at the country's international airport. Jacqueline Charles is the Miami Herald's Haiti and Caribbean correspondent, and she joins me now to discuss. Jacqueline, thank you so much as always. Your reporting is crucial on events like this. Can you describe one of the questions that a lot of people are sort of wondering today is, were those gangs deliberately trying to hit those aircraft, or was there something that was happening in and around the international airport there that caused those planes to be hit by gunfire? What are you learning?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, we're waiting to hear from the Haitian authorities about, exactly what took place. We know that yesterday there was panic in the streets in Port-au-Prince because we were undergoing a transfer of leadership. They were installing a new prime minister after a couple of days of, shuffling back and forth and people saying that this move was illegal. And some of the gangs did make declarations of violence that was going to come. But I have to tell you, what happened yesterday is sort of like the worst nightmare, right? I mean, we saw what happened earlier this year where the airport was shut down for 3 months. I mean, the police and the army were deployed there. They destroyed a lot of houses. But there's always been this concern that the gangs would actually shoot at an aircraft. And last month, we had a UN helicopter. But yesterday, this was also major.
Yeah, indeed. The other crisis that Haiti is facing, of course, Jacqueline, is this constitutional crisis with regards to who actually is leading the country. As you know, there hasn't been an election since 2016. The Senate terms have expired. So where are we now? I mean, if somebody, I know that Gary Coney is signing official documents as the Prime Minister of Haiti, but what is the situation as you understand it?
Well, we are actually today on our third prime minister in 10 months. I mean, Gary Coney was booted out of office over the weekend. Today, after saying that this was illegal, unconstitutional, and fighting it, he finally relented and he issued a tweet where he basically welcomed the new prime minister and wished him good luck in this mission. The new prime minister, Alexis Fizeme, he's a businessman educated in the United States. He previously ran unsuccessfully for the Haitian Senate. His father's a well-known activist who was involved in the disarmament in the early 2000s, but he's got his work cut out for him. You know, we've got a little bit over 400 foreign troops in Haiti, but what we have seen in the last couple of months since June, since the first contingent started arriving, is a number of neighborhoods have fallen under gangs. Just last night, gangs moved into a community, Faux Parisien, which is not far from the border with the Dominican Republic. They set fire to an orphanage, and there are a number of Americans who are there who are running health centers, and they have basically been on edge for the last couple of months because after 2 years of resisting the gangs, the community next door fell in July, and now we're seeing that the gangs have finally made it into Faux Parisien, and there were dozens of heavily armed individuals, and they actually videotaped this to show what they were doing.
The other question that I have for you, Jacqueline, is in addition to the political turmoil that is unfolding in Haiti, the gang violence, is the issue of weapons. And I know you've done some incredible reporting over the last couple of years around this. Help people understand who are watching this broadcast right now how Haiti became awash in guns. Part of it has to do with the very lax laws that we have here in the United States and the ability of people to smuggle guns into Haiti from Florida, for example, and other places. But just describe how the country went from having few weapons 20 years ago to now being awash with the kind of weapons that you normally see on battlefields.
Well, exactly. Americans often ask, why should I care about this? And the reality is that the guns that are killing people in Haiti, and already this year, over 3,800 people have been killed, at least documented by gang violence. These guns are coming from the United States. I mean, not just in Haiti, but throughout the Caribbean, where we're seeing an explosion in homicides as a result of guns. In Florida, where I live, they're coming through the ports. The ports are not checking shipments that are going out unless they receive a tip. And so they arrive in Haiti, a country that is under a U.S. arms embargo. What that means is that the Haitian police, the Haitian government, does not have easily access to guns. They have to get permission from the U.S. government when they purchase guns. And often countries don't want to sell them guns because of this U.S. embargo. But yet at the same time, these gangs are acquiring guns enough to basically blow out the windows of an armored vehicle of the U.S. Embassy. Just a couple of weeks ago, the U.S. State Department, they confirmed that two of their armored vehicles assigned to the embassy were shot at, and one of them actually had the windows blown out. I received those pictures. So just imagine in terms of the caliber and the firepower that these gangs have, and the police, they have nowhere near this kind of firepower.
Jacqueline Charles, I urge everyone who's watching us here at CBS News to check out your reporting for the Miami Herald. You've been covering the Caribbean and Haiti specifically for almost 2 decades. Your reporting is crucial to our understanding of what's happening there. We appreciate your time with us.
Hi guys, welcome back once again. I hope you have watched the full clip. And the gangs from Haiti, they have really come out and they're saying they will continue to attack because whether there is a new PM or it's an old PM, they just want all these people to sit down, they come to an agreement because these people are being elected, but there's no anyone who has been elected, who has been voted for them in Haiti. The gangs are saying that these people are just electing themselves, and this is the reason why they don't want any corruption in their country. They don't want any corruption in their own country or in their own government. That's the reason why they are continuing fighting. Remember, there's some interviews that have been done by Barbecue saying that Barbecue is not a bad person. He's just trying to fight for the freedom of the people of Haiti, because we have all seen what's really happening in Haiti. A lot of people are really dying. A lot of children are really crying out for help. Women are being raped. children are being raped and hijacked, kidnapped, and they are being kidnapped for high ransom. And this is the reason why Haitian people are saying that enough is enough. And we have seen the gangs went to the airport and they shot at a flight that was coming from the US, whereby it was forced to divert. And they are saying they will continue to fight because they feel like the system in Haiti is so corrupt. And we all have seen that the Jamaican and Kenyan police, they are really trying out to stabilize peace, to stabilize the economy in Haiti. But as times go on, the gangs, they are gaining the energy, they are launching new attack, they are being non-stoppable because of how they are launching new attacks, because of how they are fighting. And people, they may ask themselves, why are these people getting their weapons? Why are these people getting all this sponsorship to fight the Asian people, to fight their own brothers? You know, it's not a good thing to fight your own brother, to fight your own sister, to fight your own mother, but it's really high time this country to regain its peace, because we have all seen how women are really crying out. A lot of people are fleeing out of Haiti to go to a safer place whereby they will find peace, find jobs, find employment, and whereby the children will be educated. You have all seen a lot of people fleeing away from Haiti to go to a safer place, and we really hope where the countries whereby they are going, they should welcome them, because these people have really suffered a lot, they have seen a lot, and it's high time we are praying for them to gain their peace, because Haitian people have been fighting for a long period of time. In Haiti, people have been really fighting. So barbecue has really come out in a lot of interview. He said that the resource of Haiti has been exploited by foreign countries, as it's being exploited by outsiders country, and it's high time for him to fight so that the people of Haiti can regain its peace. He came out and said that he's not a bad person, because he's really fighting for the children of Haiti to get a better education. He's really fighting for the children of Haiti to get clean water, to get food, to go to school so that they can develop to develop or to have their better future. But a lot of media or a lot of people are misleading his words, saying that he's a bad person, he's killing people. But barbecue has really come out and he has said that he's just a freedom fighter fighting for the good of the people of Haiti, because you feel like the resources of Haiti is being exploited in a bad way. You feel like the system of Haiti is being corrupt, and you can really wonder why barbecue is fighting his own brothers. But he's saying that he's not trying to fight his own brothers, but he's just trying to fight the system, whereby the system is using the police, the Kenyan and the Jamaican police, to fight him, and he can't just stand there to be killed. So he can, the only way is for him to fight back, so that at least to fight for the freedom of the people of Haiti. And we have all seen people calling Jimmy Barbecue the Robin Hood of the Haitian people, because of how he really saves a lot of people. He gives people food, he gives people shelters, and he takes care of some children in Haiti. But at the other hand, you can see other people saying that maybe barbecue is a killer, is killing people, is a massacre, is kidnapping people. So this situation, it has been really complicated, and we really wonder who is right and who is wrong. But if you can look at the interview one-on-one with barbecue and you hear what he say, then you will believe maybe barbecue is not a bad person. But if you go to the street, you ask other Asian people, they say Jimmy Barbecue is like Robin Hood in Haiti, but others say that Jimmy Barbecue is a bad person because of is the reason why Haiti is in this bad condition. But we all believe this country will regain its peace, will be like other countries. We want Haiti to be like a peaceful country like other countries. We want Haiti to be like Switzerland, Iceland, the peaceful country in all the world. We want tourists to go to Haiti to see what's in Haiti. We want those tourists that go to Jamaica to go to Haiti. But the reason why Haitian country can be visited by tourists is because of the war that is going on, because of how the gangs attack and kidnap people. This is the reason why a lot of people are being afraid to go to Haiti, because they care for their safety. They feel like if you go to Haiti, you may either be kidnapped, or maybe you can be raped, or maybe you can be killed by gunshot, because we have all seen gangs launching new attack everywhere. These people are fighting each and every day. If you go to a Haitian country, you cannot 30 minutes cannot be passed without hearing any gunshot. And these people, they are saying that they are fighting back the police because they feel like the police are with the system and the system is so corrupt. The reason why they are just fighting is just to make that Haiti country is a peaceful place. Haiti country, it has gained its freedom because the resources, Haiti has a lot of resources, but the people from Haiti doesn't benefit from all those resources. This is the reason why Jimmy Barbecue is really fighting each now and every then. And he said he won't surrender until his people have gained their freedom. He said he will continue fighting until he died because he feel like the resources of Haiti is being exploited in a bad way. This is the reason why Barbecue is fighting each now and then. And he said that the media have really, they have really made Anem to be look like a bad person. They have really made the Barbecue to look like a bad person, but he's just a good person of how he treats people in Haiti, of how he's fighting the Asian people to have clean water, the Asian people to go to good hospital, the Asian children to go to good hospital. He said he has never fight for money, killed for money, or maybe kidnapped people for money. He has never done any bad deals in Haiti. He has never kidnapped any women. The people confuse them whereby he's burning houses, but Jimmy said that he has never burned any houses. He's just fighting, and he's just fighting the system. He's just fighting the bad government because we have all seen that the Asian people have elected the new PM, but these gangs have come out and they're saying that they're just electing on themselves because there's no any member that has come out and elected their leader. So until when these people can come, they sit down together, they discuss on how to control the economy of Haiti. This when this war will stop in Haiti. So guys, if it was for the first time you come across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. Let me see you in the next clip.